Your DD-214 controls your VA benefits, healthcare, home loan, and even some jobs. And thousands of veterans don't know how to get it. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to request your DD-214, step by step. I always like to start at VA.Gov to help find things. It's not as intuitive as e-benefits was. Sometimes you got to do a lot of clicking, using Google, backdooring into an area that you're trying to use. But the information's on here. So, requesting your military service records, including the DD-214, which is what we're going to talk about. Types of information you can get. It's the DD-214 plus more. We will show you exactly what's available when we do the step-by-step process. You got a couple options through the National Archives. I would do the online option. I'm going to give you the link. I would not do the mail or fax option. If you are scared of the internet, talk to one of your family members that is not and have them help you. Do not mail or fax things to the government. They are slow enough as it is. Please. The link is right here to get to the National Archives. How else can that be done? You probably had a MilConnect login, but if you've been out for a while and you have not had to log in, you have forgotten the password. Click this link and go ahead and restart that process and get you a login again, because you can get your DD-214 there. 2 ways to get your DD-214. It seems the veteran's discharge date is the deciding factor on which option you should choose. Stay tuned because I requested mine from both websites. How long do you think it took for me to get an answer back? This is the National Archives request for veteran records. They got some statements there. Feel free to read those. And the options you have is a check status of existing request after you get it done. Make a new request. That's what we're going to do. And retrieve a response. This link will be in the description. Make a new request. All right. Looks like we're going to have to log in with ID Me. You guys aren't going to be able to see all that fun that I have with that. But know this, I'll be back. Easily got me in. If you do not have a login for ID Me, somewhat annoying, but it is one of the options to log into the VA anyway, so you should already have that. It's going to ask for a driver's license or passport front and back, social. Just get the login, make a password, and you will be good to go. It looks like we got 6 steps. Let's see how this goes. A fee may be required to process your request. Okay, I'm not going for the OMPF. Some certifications, 15, 25, 6 pages or more, $70. So depending on what you're looking for, you might have to pay some money. I am a veteran. Okay, think about this. If you're a next of kin, your family, loved one, and they don't have their DD-214, but you know they need it in the future, next of kin right there. Hit it. Are you seeking information about current or former military service? Former. Continue. Veteran service details. What was your branch of service? It's probably not a surprise from my videos. I'm a Marine. What was the component? We're going active and enlisted, flat black. Which of these categories best describes why you're requesting the records? Medical. You can do it not listed. Ding, ding, ding. Choices, employment, benefits. I am going to do personal military history. Continue. All right. I'm going to fill out this information with that veteran's first name, middle name, last name, social, date of birth, place of birth, serial number, date the veteran entered service, date the veteran left service, and then we will see what the next page holds. And we're back. As you know, that was PII. We can't just let that stuff go. Documents requested. Your DD-214. The beautiful piece of paper. My nice warm blanket. Let's help everybody get theirs. What type of report of separation are you requesting? undeleted or deleted. I do not know what those mean. This normally will be a copy of the full separation document, including such sensitive items as character of separation, authority of separation, reason for separation. Looks like it has all the information you're supposed to have. An undeleted version is required most of the time to determine eligibility for benefits. So we're going to do undeleted. Continue. And we're going to put in some more information. So where are they going to send this to? I'm going to put in my info. Stand by. On this page, U.S. Postal Service confirmation. Moving on. I'm going to wing it. I'm not going to provide any documentation. I could throw my military ID in there, um, but we're not supposed to scan that anyways. And they've already confirmed that I am who I am with my ID.me login. So this shouldn't be a problem for me as a veteran. As if for the other piece with next of kin, maybe an obituary, if you lost a veteran, like you would have to put in those things. Obituary link is right there. If you do need to drop any files to prove that you need this information, upload right here, and it has to be a PDF. Okay, continue. Right, this is a lot of my personal information, so we are not going to show that. But as you can tell, I am not a robot. And submit the request. It gave me a number, and I will be keeping an eye out for it. We went back to the home screen. Let's check out that first button. Check status of existing request. I'll punch this in. I am not a robot. It has been received. Life is good. Before we see the MilConnect process, I want to show you a different kind of DD214. This is the DD214 throw blanket, a comfy fleece that shows the design we know and love. If you want to show your service in a cozy way or give a thoughtful gift to a veteran in your life, check out the link in the description. It's a great little veteran's gift that actually gets used. Back to the video. After you get logged into MilConnect, on the top left part of the screen, it says Correspondence Documentation. Click there. On the second option, it's Defense Personnel Records Information, DPRIS. Gotta love acronyms in the military. It doesn't stop when you get out. From there, you have three options. There's three tabs: About DPRIS, Request Personal File, and DPRIS Support. Select Request Personnel File. That's what we're doing here. And towards the bottom, OMPF Request, the blue button, Request My Personnel File. This takes you to the Create New OMPF Request. Most of this information will get filled in automatically because you are logged in. First name, last name, and your social. Go ahead and put in email address and then confirm the email address and select your service. Beneath that is all the selections of what you're looking for. On that top left, SC1 is the DD214, which is what we made this video for. But fundamentally, you can ask for any of these things, and I'm sure they will come in. Just a question of how long. When you go back, you will see under your OMPF request that they are currently processing it with the important numbers and your service with the submit date. I submitted requests on both sites, even though my discharge date was in the 2010s. How many days do you think I had to wait? Leave a comment with your answer. It wouldn't be much of a step-by-step process if I don't show you how to get the DD214 after it gets sent to you. Good news for me. It took 1 day to get an email from the National Personnel Records Center telling me that I had a digital delivery for the DD214 that we requested. If I logged back into National Archives, click the button that said Retrieve Response, and inputted the required information. If you don't remember the number, go back to the email. There are directions. And finally, even if you're an ASVAB waiver, really easy to hit the download button. And there's a password in the email, so you'll be able to view it. Just know it will only be available for 30 days on the website. And the next day, I log into MilConnect, and my OMPF is available. Take note that there's an expiration date, which seems like a week, but you have the option to extend that expiration date. Under Actions, on that left side, View Files. Enjoy your documents. And that last question is, how do I request someone else's records? All right, so if you're a family member planning a burial for a veteran in a VA National Cemetery, you do not have to request the veteran's records. Call the National Cemetery Scheduling, and they will work with you to determine eligibility. Moving on to if you're the next of kin of the veteran that has died, you may be considered the next of kin if you're related to the veteran in any of these ways. You're the veteran's surviving spouse and you haven't remarried, or you're the veteran's parents or child or sibling. That is where, if you're one of those next of kin, you can go to the National Archives. You can also request the military records at the National Personal Records Center in person, if you have that ability. You can contact your state and county veteran agency, or I guess you can hire an independent researcher. When you request the veteran's records, you will need to provide a copy of one of these documents: the death certificate or a public record of the veteran's death, or a letter from the funeral home. This video helped you get your DD 214 or avoid a headache down the road. Hit like so other veterans can find it. Subscribe for more straight to the point veteran info and check the description for those links. Kenny Beeve out.